Ho, ho, ho. You know what? I think that's too much ho. Alright, now we're live. This is Such Bullshit Podcast, episode 17. This is a pandemic special. Well, not the South Park pandemic special, but my, pandemic Christmas special. Now, I've already done all my holiday stuff. I didn't really want to do any more. So I got me some bourbon cream here, and I'm going to talk about, for the first 30 minutes, I'm going to talk about Trump. How he stopped the joke of a $600, Mind you, this is the first time I've drank openly on stream. Probably the only time, just because it's Christmas. I didn't really mind much. It's still late night for me. It's 9 o'clock ongoing. I got a gift here from my wife that I haven't opened yet. I don't know what game this is, but whatever it is, I'm going to be playing it. So I'm going to unwrap that at the end of the stream at like half-hour point. But let me try this, because this is, I've never tried this before. It's pretty good. Anyway, so the $600 stimulus check, originally it was promoted that we would get, $1,200 checks over the summer, right? So why didn't we just get another $1,200 checks? You look at the list online that the GOP and the Democrats have come up with, because this is Biden's plan, of course. And you look at this, list of shit that we're sending money to. We're sending money to Ukraine. We're sending over $100 million to a fucking an art museum. Like, why would we need to send money to an art museum? Is there gonna be like 2020 pandemic art? Are they making a fucking Joe Biden statue or a Trump statue? I don't think so. I don't think the Trump statues have. Maybe a Biden statue. Who the fuck needs that much money? Trump wants to get us $2,000. I'm like, holy shit, Trump. That is a whole $1,400 more. Now, it's not a lot to some people. Small businesses, that's a lot. That helps out. Okay, get this, right? In New Jersey, the bare minimal rent is, in the state of New Jersey, we're the 5th highest in tax property in the state. In the U.S. So, our average rent is $1,200 a month. And for those who have lost their main jobs, which I was affected by it, I lost my main job, and I didn't get any unemployment. I had to go out and get another job and wait until they reopen, if they ever do, for this electric company I work for. And I just manage their services and shit. But anyway, when it comes down to your average rent in Jersey, it's $1,200, $1,300. Some places, if you're renting a house, it's at the end of it all, you're paying $1,400 anyway. So, the lowest I've ever seen for rent in a home was $250, and it was shared, and I didn't want to do that. I wanted my own place, and that's just awful. We get these $600. This is supposed to support us for everything: food, water, shelter, electric, all that, heat. The basic necessity, and that's the kind of check that we're getting to help stimulate business, to boom us into success so we can survive as a country and grow stronger. How the fuck is that supposed to work with $600? That's half of what a New Jersey man needs to make for a month. You go from that to not having any kind of check, any support from, I think we got our checks in fucking April. It's now December, and you're suggesting $600, so, that's 8 months, no stimulus, you want to give $600? Break that down, and that's jack shit. That's less than $100 a month for all the time we missed. That's less than you would get or see on an unemployment check. Your average low-income unemployment check, no less. That's really low. Okay, I got a nephew who's working. Okay, lost his little Mickey D's job, and he gets more from unemployment right now than the comparison if you did the math for a stimulus check. Okay? How does that make any fucking sense to an economy standpoint? We've had 3 expenditures in the state of New Jersey. And I'm just talking about this state. Let's just talk about only Jersey for right now, because we're the 5th in overall sales, popularity, celebrities coming in, California being up there, New York being up there. I'm not gonna go into the other states, but you look at the amount of expenditure that goes through, and you look through town. It's a fucking ghost town. These small restaurant chains are opening up tents outside, and they're barely getting by. Some restaurants saying, oh, we're not going to reopen until we're at full capacity and we can bring people in, and state legislations are changing, and how can you economically reboom and go back to a normal flow if you don't just man the fuck up, walk outside, and do work, Now, I haven't returned to work because I had COVID and then a hernia back-to-back. I want to go back to work. I'm saying that I want to go back to work on Christmas is pretty nuts. But it's sad to see that your average person, to the GOP and the Democrats, which, by the way, this is a Democrat plan. Think about it. Why would we be sending $400 million to another country and then $100 million to an art academy? And this all went through the Democrats. It went through the Democrats at the GOP, and they decided, hey, this is what we're going to do. This is our plan. Then Trump steps in and says, hey, we're not going to give this small amount. This is a joke. But then fake news media goes online and says, oh, it's Trump's fault that no one's getting a check. No one's getting this, that, and everything. So when you hear that as of, not even a week ago, over on social media boards and little news posts from 10 days out from now, look back last month. Who joined my channel? Who dat? Oh, well, I'll figure out who it is later. But you look back at that from a month ago, and you see Trump talking about how he wants to get people their stimulus checks. He wants to give them bigger checks. So why would he short the checks upon a promise? It looks stupid. You got a Democrat-funded Twitter trying to fight with Republican Trump, who's trying to get us more fucking money to fix our economy and cut all this unemployment bullshit, where we got people who are out on Social Security disability on fake, things that they don't even have, or fibromyalgia being the most commonly abused one. The treatment for fibromyalgia, okay? Ibuprofen, $10 a bottle, not even. With Medicaid, it could be a fucking $1, okay? If you really wanted to go that desperate for, ibuprofen or painkillers, whatever. I get it, you can get pains up here. That's what Icy Hot's for, okay? But that's not something that is so medically crippling that it's like you got broken ligaments that you basically can't lift anything. I want somebody, a real person with fibromyalgia in their hand, or, whatever, actually break every bone in their fingers and try to lift something. And tell me the pain difference. Because no ibuprofen's helping that. Hi, Candy.
Oh.
Hi, Umbreon. I figured that was him joining in and out, but anyway. You got that in a situation in itself where our economy does not support herself at all. And now he's suggesting we're going to get $2,000. So now it's up in the media as of all day, all Christmas, they're saying, oh, it's going to be $600. Oh, it's going to be $2,000. My old man walked up to me and he said, we're only going to be getting $600 checks. And I said, what? How did we go from fucking $1,200 to $600? And all of our businesses are out. What are taxes going to look like? Are they going to be delayed? Are we not going to be allowed to put in our taxes as soon as we get them? I wonder how the IRS is going to handle this. Who keeps coming in and out? Oh, hi, Snip. You're like my third visitor. How's your Christmas been so far, Snip? Your mic's muted. There you go.
Okay, there we go. Fine.
Oh my lord. had you at 140 earlier.
That's sweet.
I was talking about how, for my podcast, I'm podcasting now at episode 17. I'm talking about how Trump stopped the stupid fucking $600 stimulus check.
Yeah, I've been watching it.
You've been hearing the news. If you Google it right now, there's articles from a day ago, Christmas Eve. Now, mind you, Christmas Eve, it fucking pissed rain here in Jersey, so I had no internet for most of it. Could you imagine it? It downpours rain all fucking day, all the way to fucking Christmas morning. Power's out. You got a pandemic going on. That's a miserable 2020 Christmas. And here I am, finally with power. I'm able to podcast, sit here, and drink some fucking...
Oh, yeah!
And his voice mod. But anyway, you know, you got the fucking Democrats that are, you know, telling the GOP to be a piece of shit. Error, try again. Why can't I show that comment that Animator made? I don't know why. It won't let me.
Shit all over me.
Sure, why not? I don't know. I just think it's... I think it's scummy, the fact that you really think about this. Biden and his fucking son Hunter have had businesses, you know, out of the country, just like Trump has had. And then our stimulus check gets cut as part of this fucking bill through the GOP and their circle jerk agreement to where, you know, the Democrats are going to give this slow funded money to Ukraine and some fucking...
Oh shit, I'm so horny. Ah, ¡Viva México!
What are you doing, step bro?
I like this. I like this. I don't even stream. I stream for 10 minutes. I stream for 10 minutes, not even 12 minutes. And I'm already getting this. It's great. It's great Christmas. I'm sitting here, I'm drinking fucking cream bourbon, alright? Cream fucking bourbon. High quality shit, mind you. And I'm hearing all this. What is your actual opinion, Snip, of, you know, how that money's being handled? Did you see the actual chart of how that the money was supposed to be distributed?
No.
Let me look it up right now. Stimulus check plan. I only read parts of it, but it was just fucking stupid. It was to go in weird fucking places for no reason. And obviously, they fucking know that they're sending some, you know, government money to pay off fucking business loans, because that's what pretty much it is. Just to be able to, you know, get the money they needed. I bet you Ukraine has something to do with our election, our U.S. election being rigged. Just like last year was Russia, or the last time. You know, no conspiracy there.
So, like, I want to be a good bro and join the podcast. I don't know. I like anime.
No name. Why? He pretended to be someone else. Oh, man. You know, I re-upload these anyway, so this is my little Christmas special. I do have this gift, though, from my wife, as I said in the beginning. Should I open this?
Sure.
Should I open this, and then I'll talk a little bit, you know. It's Christmas. This isn't going to be a long stream. It's been a long night. So, this is a game. Whatever this is, I'm going to be streaming this on PS4 tomorrow for most of the day. And I had a very long list of games I wanted. So, this could be anything. And I don't really ask for, you know, new-gen games very often, so if I have
pretending to be someone else. I seriously don't know shit about Donald Trump. I'm a weeaboo.
It better be your sex tape.
I hope it's my sex tape. If this was my sex tape, then... Imagine I unwrap this. I don't know what's in this. So mind you, what if I open this up and she makes a fake cover art and it's just my profile pic with the words sex tape written on the fucking box art. I would, on the jewel case, I would fucking die of laughter. Oh! So I got, Detroit Become Human. I was talking about this not even a month ago. That I wanted to buy this.
Nice.
$20 per unit, that's not bad. Damn, I haven't seen the PlayStation 1 logo in a long time. The little orange one. Well, I'm gonna be playing that. By the way, you know what's bullshit? Wrapping paper. It's all nice,
Yeah.
but then as soon as you're done with it, it's just, why can't you compress it? Why is it so thick? Look at this. You know, this is like a football, like a mini football. I could knock someone out with this. It's nuts. I like how I ranted for not even 12 minutes. And I'm pretty much done my topics. This is how easy this bullshit podcast was. Okay? I didn't even have a second topic. My second topic was just say, I'm gonna play this game when I open it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, that's what it is. Who else? Is that
So
No
you
name is-
finished.
no name?
What?
No name? Oh, he
It's,
was
yeah, it's hard to hear him.
He was fucking talking to himself. So, Snip, you ever drink bourbon before?
I've had it, but yeah, that's all.
Have you ever had cream bourbon?
I think probably not. No.
Can you tell me? Does this look like you know what you think it is? Do I
It
even
looks
have to
like
say?
some cum with some diarrhea in it.
Well, I mean, it's got ice in it.
Yeah. With ice in it as well.
Ugh. Tastes like butterscotch almost. It's pretty good. But I feel like who else should? Oh, it's not in
Hey, quit drinking cum from your hamsters.
Really? That's gross. No, this is just literally... I got the bottle right here. I don't know what this is. All I know is I was told that it was worth a little bit. So I grabbed that at a store. And, little black bottle. Looked intimidating. I figured I'd grab it. It's Christmas. Why not? Well, I bought it on Christmas Eve anyway. And, I'm gonna get off topic about that. But let me just talk about the GOP and how that fucking plan is just a stupid fucking nightmare for the economy in general. Now, mind you, the minimum wage in the U.S. is supposed to change, right? I think in Jersey it's going up. I don't know about the rest of the world. I think everything's supposed to go up to $4 here, or $14 altogether. And the only reason I'm talking about the minimum wage gap is because that reflects our endgame economy years down the road from now. And if you look at our fucking stimulus checks that we're going to be getting, you have these kids that are fresh out of high school, but like they're stuck at their computers trying to finish when, you know, this is the fucking pandemic going on. This is basically an episode of South Park. I'm not a kid, so I can only imagine being in college still, or, you know, being in high school, middle school, whatever, and then being forced to sit there on a computer and basically pull an Eric Cartman, lag out my fucking laptop, and go fuck off for the rest of the day and say, hey, make sure you do your assignment off schedule and send it in later, and not do it, you know? It doesn't seem like a proper way to learn. You know, you don't have the proper facilities, the tools, the community, and, you know, the real-life guidance, so to speak, like no hands-on training. So let's say you go to school to learn welding or something, which I've gone to school to learn welding, by the way. And imagine you go to school, but you have to do an online class. Who the fuck is going to want to learn how to weld through online crash course and be successful at it? They're gonna end up burning their fucking hand or blowing up a tank. I'm not joking either. It's pretty dumb. what is your opinion on fucking, online learning, so to speak, Snip?
Online classes can be good for certain subjects, but something like welding, most likely, unless they're already an experienced welder and they're just kind of have to take it, or they're doing it to further their knowledge on it, like they already know pretty much the basics, but they're just furthering their knowledge on it, then that's fine. But for newcomers, obviously, that's not really going to work. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, I don't think that's for like complete newcomers, right? Because they would need the equipment at home.
There is multitudes of fucking equipment. You have underwater welding. You have the fucking metal sanders. You have MIG welding, stick welding. You have to know the percentage of gas tanks. And I've learned this shit. I know how to weld. I have welding kit in fucking multiple different types of blow torches, tanks in my workroom. And the reason I have them is because I make metal frames. When I have the chance with spare metal, I'll break it down and I'll sell the metal whenever I get a chance. But again, that's scrap metal that I melt the fuck together in bars and I sell it off for a higher amount. If I want to. That's extra spending money. Just to have the knowledge of how to melt metal, you can make money with it. It's another craft. But you need to know what you're doing, otherwise you blow up your hands, your house, you set something on fire. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna hurt someone, yourself, or everyone around you. It's almost as dangerous as heating and air. You fucking set off the wrong thing, you blow up the house. But again, it just comes down to needing the hands-on training, not reading a book. Everyone's different though. But if you're sitting there and you're nervous, but you want to do the welding, you're looking at the fucking gauge. You need to turn the knob to release so much gas. If you're freaking out and you don't know the amount that you're turning and you're looking it up on Google, you're going to fuck up probably and blow something up. No doubt. Especially if you're not outside doing it, or if you're doing it in your basement. You're doing it in your basement with a pile of light and a heater, you are going to blow up the fucking house. Same with spray paint in the basement. You don't do that. Any room that you have a heater located in, do not set off anything flammable in there. I mean, it's a fucking no-brainer. You could be on the other end of the room spray painting something with the heater behind you, 10 feet away, and it'll blow something up. But in these schools, these kids are not going to fucking learn how to get over that nervousness, that gap of anxiety of just fucking doing the work and knowing how to do the work. Because if they don't know how to do it, fuck all. And the education system in, the U.S., it isn't great. It really isn't at all. Okay? Think of it from this perspective. Just keep them in your mind. Everyone that you've ever seen at a low, fast food job or whatever, driving up to the drive-thrus, or wherever is minimum wage, or fuck, even Walmart. You go up to there. I want you to keep in mind just a list of faces from 2014 to 2020 now, of anyone who's like 19, 20-ish, from that age range. Okay? Education system probably failed them. Majority of women, it fails the majority of women. You would think, oh, women are, superior, smart, they know what they're doing. I hear that a lot. But then when you go to see it on pen and paper, they end up being these, I'm just going to outright say it, no sexism intended, these thoughts that come out of school with their phones hanging out the back of their ass and wearing jeans, and they come off snarky like they got the best job and they're going to go to college and they're going to go to art school and they know what the fuck they're doing. And then 5 years down the line, the education system failed them. And then they think, oh, I'll just hook up with a, good guy with a good job and get child support, lay down, trip some drugs, and move forward. Realistically, they move backward about 10 years. That's the retrospect of it. Because no one wants anything like that. Same thing with guys. Guys do the same shit. It's most guys. Not all of them. And the ones that don't end up having good careers and they become fucking doctors and shit. Now, I chose not to do either one of them. I said, fuck that, and I chose doing what I wanted to do. And this is what I wanted to do. And good life. But, Snip, what do you do for work? Out of curiosity. I mean, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
Fuck bitches. No, I'm just kidding. I do construction.
So it was pretty much your, what is it? Contractor.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm basically just the labor worker for my cousin.
So you just go around
But-
with a nail gun, you fucking nail boards to shit and make a house and whatnot. Put up windows.
Well, yeah. Generally, it just
okay.
depends on the job. We do a bunch of different stuff. But yeah, stuff like the nails and the caulking and the shuffling shit, and
I did the same
he's
thing.
teaching me some stuff too.
From 16 to 18, I built a whole house, a whole shed, fucking multiple different fucking setups. We built houses. I did that for 2 years. So I did what you did. It's really hard to learn that shit. That's when I was in my prime learning, when I was still in fucking school too. When you have your hands-on training, and I went to 2 different schools while in high school just to learn how to properly do it hands-on, and then they said, okay, your first month, you're going out and you're working here and you're going to get money being paid. Not to just shadow someone, but to actually do the work. I'm like, fuck yeah. And I'm being 16 and making, $20 an hour in, it was fucking late 20s. Or not late, not 20. What the fuck am I saying? 20s. Like that's now.
You're that old.
Yeah, I'm 100 years old. Let me fucking tell you. No, it was like fucking 2006 maybe. It was a long fucking time ago, and I'm making all that much, 20 an hour for 2 years. That's good fucking full time. That's
Yeah.
good. That was good for that year, considering minimum wage back then in Jersey was $7.25. Look it up. That's
man.
damn good comparison money. And at that point in time, it was, what was the new console in 2007? It was GameCube, right?
2007 was Wii, and the 360 and all that shit.
That was just coming out in that Christmas, so I was probably buying all the old GameCube games because I didn't want to buy a Wii. Because I remember looking at what Wii's launch title, it was only Mario Galaxy, fucking Wii Sports, and then something else. It was Twilight Princess. Those were like the 3 selling points for the whole I couldn't really enjoy any other games, so I just never bothered. I think there was maybe 1 or 2 other games, and then I bought on the Wii Shop the fucking copy of Ocarina of Time for the Virtual Console and 3 other games.
Yeah.
And then that was it. But it's like, that's a small list of good games to really go. There was Kart. Kart was okay, but I never bought it. And there's probably a few other titles that I grabbed, but I don't remember what they were on hand. But I didn't. It's a small list compared to GameCube's. GameCube had too many fucking games to count. You had Pinkman, Pokemon Stadium, what was it? The Shadow Gal, whatever one. It was XD. Fucking Smash, obviously. There was Sunshine. The Sonic Mega Collection games, Sonic Adventure Battle 2, 1 DX. I could sit here all fucking day and list off a whole bunch of games on that console. The original Shadow the Hedgehog. Everyone says it's a shitty game because of its camera, but it's the same fucking camera system in all of the other Sonic games. What's the big deal? I get it, the fucking gun sucked in that game. I don't understand why that game was so heavily critiqued by GameFAQs. GameFAQs, they're run by fucking morons now.
Because Shadow's black.
It's that black hedgehog. That black hedgehog again, of all places. You can never find that damn 4th Chaos Emerald. But you look at, prices back then, and getting $20 an hour is like fucking god tier money to someone who's 16. Full time, $20 an hour, off the table. It was off the table too. I wasn't even on a W-2 because I was still 16. I was still a minor. So you can imagine how fucking awesome that is.
Yeah.
Great. Merry Christmas, Maris. What did you get with your gifts this year? I got some manga hot sauces, a DIY hot sauce maker, and a vegetable chopper. I'm interested in that DIY hot sauce maker, my guy. I usually mix hot sauces from different restaurants. That's usually the best way to mix shit. Try doing this.
I'll be right back.
Cut an orange in half and then mix together Texas Pete. I shit you not, it's pretty good. And then maybe put some Taco Bell sauce in. Then mix all that up in a certain quantity. You can make some pretty crazy shit with just the stuff you see in restaurants and just mix it. Cross them together. But I got Detroit Human. And I'm going to play this tomorrow. I got some other games upstairs, but like, I brought one down that my wife gave me on stream and I opened it and this is what I got. Now, when I get the chance, I'm gonna play that tomorrow. I heard a lot about it and then how it's kind of like Mass Effect, where it's kind of just like a walk forward game. My last PS4 stream was the very first one I tried. It was Undertale. I didn't have my microphone, but it's down here somewhere in this studio. I don't know where the fuck it is, but when I find it, I'm gonna go stream upstairs. And it's not. I don't have a camera for PS4, so it's just gonna be my voice responding to comments I see on stream when I play. So that is gonna be a more relaxing thing to me, sitting in a solid metal chair and doing me. What kind of manga did you get, Aaron? Vegetable chopper, hot sauces. I mean, all in all, if there was any manga that I wanted, it'd probably be all the Zelda mangas, basically just them. I wouldn't even want any other. Maybe Trigun and Death Note. Just to have them. Other than that, I couldn't imagine what else I would want to read. Like, certain shows don't really translate too well in manga form. Like, Inuyasha being one of them didn't really do too well. It was better in the anime than in the manga. Fucking Pokemon was better on the manga than the fucking anime, because you got Team Rocket fucking whipping Pokemon and bleeding them out and murdering them. It's fucked up. Compared to the actual show where it sensifies everything. Originally, Pokemon Gen 1 and 2 was supposed to have blood. Like Pokemon bleeding. And I wanted to see shit like that. I know it's fucked up, but it's like, nowadays, you got Pokemon getting set on fucking fire, and all they get is a little dirt on their arms. It's a little black here, black there. That's it. They're getting set on fire. You think their skin would be fucking peeling off or something, What about this fucking ice cream Pokemon now? You shoot a fucking flamethrower at it. I'd like to see that ice cream Pokemon just melt and just become a cone. Maybe put little jimmies on it. You know what I mean? Like, that's all you got. Fucking Toho manga, and I got Arata the Legend from my friend in Oya. Damn. Fucking Toho. I never really understood this story to Toho. It's like, what is it? They fight demons or some shit and they steal stuff? I could never get behind Toho. It never clicked with me or made any sense.
Fuck Toho.
What is Toho, Snip?
It's a bullet hell game.
Oh.
Or
the manga.
Well, that's what
I know what the
that's
bullet
what
hell
I
is.
know.
That's what I know too.
But I guess they have fighting games and shit too.
All I know is Toho is well known for its porn. That's about it. From reading.
I guess it's some anime shit, whatever.
Shen is gay. Very common meme. I am drinking bourbon cream, and I got still less than half an hour to stream. It's 9:30. It's 9:09 now, but 9:30 I'm gonna head up, and I'm going to basically open the other gifts that I got from the places I went out to, and I have just been fucking non-stop trying to sleep and hold my fucking side because I got a hernia still. That is not gonna be repaired for probably at least another 2 weeks. It's bad. But let me talk a little bit about this economy. I keep jumping back and forth. $600 for someone in New Jersey would pay half their rent for a month. Now, mind you, we haven't gotten a stimulus check in 8 months. The original stimulus check, the government is well aware that most of the United States ended up spending it on consumerism. So we ended up buying shit that we didn't need. They know that. But they also know that we still have to pay rent. So, where's our money coming from? It's money that we saved that we're like, oh, you handed us money? Well, alright, well, since you've halted needing to pay for housing because you can't evict anyone, you've halted fucking phone bills, which, by the way, I updated my card about 6 months ago, and then they weren't receiving, I wasn't getting charged. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go to update my card to pay out a full year in advance, and they charge me for half a year plus a year. I'm like, what the fuck? So, a nice notification from phone providers saying, hey, we need to collect from you would be nice. I didn't get any. I had to fucking reach out to them and be like, yo, I just want to update my shit. And they're like, oh, yeah, by the way, we've been paying your phone for free for 6 months. I'm like, okay. I'm like, wait, what? It's like, what the fuck? Nuevo Mexico. Screw a stimulus check. Open everything up. Let's get back to work. Stop begging master for scraps. I agree. Wholesomely. I feel like, okay, we got people on disability. Now, mind you, my previous ex, her mother's now deceased as of, this month. And my ex stole from from her mom, like $2,000 some dollars, ridiculous amount for drugs. And I'm no longer with this thought. I'm fucking grateful. And you get people like that her parents worked for a hospital and they forged her medical records to collect disability. They made up a whole list of disabilities. They said she had fucking cancer, a tumor, fucking fibromyalgia, autism, it just, the whole list, and she didn't have any of them. But she's able to collect disability, $600 a month to sit on her ass and do nothing.
That's pretty fun.
That's not accounting for unemployment either.
Well, she's living a pretty good life then.
Pretty good life being karma. She's now living in a slum. She's now homeless.
Fuck yeah, dude. Anyone to do that?
She stole from me too, so she can enjoy her homelessness. And if the karma's not that much more of a bitch than stealing from her mom, I mean, honestly, you're gonna steal over $2,000 from your own mother for drugs, and then sit on Facebook and cry that your mom's gone. Wake the fuck up and go kill yourself. I see that. I know this is fucked up to say. I see that as a blessing in disguise. Hopefully that thought gets off her fucking ass. Merry Christmas, bah humbug. Whole family is fucking disgusting. You get people like that in this world that take advantage of her fucking system, and then we look at our economy, and then you look at the U.S. debt clock. The online active U.S. debt clock. Go look up. Go up on your fucking Google Chrome tab. Open it up. Look up the national debt clock for the U.S. and look at what it is right now. Constantly increasing every day. Snip. At birth, how much do you think you are of value to the U.S.?
Wait, what?
How much money are you worth at birth, do you think?
Shit, I don't know. That's a weird ass question.
I know, but it's an economical question. How much money do you think the U.S. deems you worth at birth?
I have no idea.
You want me to tell you?
Sure.
For every baby born in the U.S., you're automatically worth over negative $60,000.
Yeah, babies are expensive.
I'm saying you as a human being, you're worth negative $60,000 all the way to adulthood. You're still worth, not even 43 cents is being generous. 43 cents is being, you're worth negative money to the United States. And you want to know why? It's because the government has been collecting on itself, pulling the little fucking rollback and just saying, oh, we'll just keep owing into it, we'll get back, eventually we'll get somewhere, and it doesn't work. They keep doing that so we don't go into a fucking repression. We keep printing money so we don't fuck ourselves, essentially. Now, every nation's economy in the world is kind of fucked, except China. China has too much fucking money. But that's because they have no child labor laws, and they have fucking child sweatshops making you fucking socks and shit, shirts, and little toy figures I think Japan at one point was the same and on board. They were making your little Gundam figures, your action figures, toys, and whatnot, your scale models. And I think they still do. But I'm not sure. India has been well known for that. What's your thoughts on crypto? I think at some point, like Cyberpunk 2077 has hinted, crypto's gonna be fucking the only currency left because our dollar's gonna be worth fucking nothing. I don't like that idea. I'd rather our fucking capital be the same forever. But happened in Fallout 3, happened ideology-wise in Cyberpunk, maybe that's gonna happen. Maybe it's for the better because, you know, you think about all the currencies in the world. You got fucking Canadian dollar. I found out the other day, okay? I thought this was crazy. Grand Theft Auto Online on PC, shark cards. A $100 shark card you can get in Canada for $75. I was like, what? Is that how good the conversion rate is there? Is it really that cheap? And then you look at, you know, rupees. I think it's the Russian currency. I don't know what it is, but it's a ridiculous amount of money for a dollar conversion. It's like almost 50 rupees to $1 or something. It's an insane amount. You could take $1,000 US, move to Jamaica for a couple months, and rent an apartment for yourself. Couldn't do that here. You'd be lucky. Lucky. Actually, no. Correction. Not 2 months in Jamaica. 6 months on $2,000. You'd be lucky to last about a month after food, electric, internet, your housing rent. Just to own a house. 1 month. The house that I'm residing in, it costs roughly over $2,000. $2,000 a month. Okay, that's not great. It's really not. $1,000 is groceries and gas. Now, the only one system I approve of, and it needs to be done a little better in the United States. I feel like this system is a complete fucking joke and it makes no sense. Food stamps. Okay? Food stamps can work in the United States, and it has for some time until the last 10, 20 years where you have these people that get on food stamps and then they sell, let's say, the $100 in food stamps that they get for $50 cash. That's fucking the system. Then you have, there was a raid I read last year about food stamps. They found hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions in food stamp cards in this warehouse where they were selling them for cash and trading them. And it's like, what the fuck? So these people that had these food stamp cards were, you know, they were buying with the food stamps food, selling it on online websites to make money. So what the fuck? Now, here's where it makes even less sense, right? Okay? You get people that work minimum wage, part-time, are struggling. You know, barely get 40 hours a week for, you know, $10. And they get maybe $5, $10 a month from food stamps. But they also have to pay their rent. They also have to pay their fucking car insurance. They also have to pay the bills, their phone bill, any subscription online. Adds up pretty damn quick. All that money, poof. And then how are you supposed to eat? Can't save anything. Can't do anything. You're kind of just stuck. And that's where, you know, your food stamp would come in to give you something to eat. But how do you survive, you know, $5 to $20 if lucky? If you're lucky. I've seen people that work full-time, minimum wage, only get $6 a month. $6.22. I saw this one person when I was living in an apartment across from me. He showed me his food stamp fucking receipt. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I only get $6 a month. But then you come to the pandemic, you get like $200-300 a month, no matter what. It's fucking insane. It's fucking insane. My neighbor. Okay, my neighbor works only one job. Okay, I want you to see. Just tell me how disgusting this is. She makes $4,000 a month working at a hospital. That's a decent chunk of money a month. And she collects food stamps on top of that. She gets $138 a month in food stamps. But she's able to afford everything. She lives in a low-end apartment. She even reported that. So at the end of her savings, she realistically saves $3,000 a month in her bank account. And then gets the additional fucking money from whatever, from, you know, food stamps, $100 to $200, and it's, you know, ever increasing for her every other month. And she shows me her fucking food stamp card. She walks up and she's like, oh, yeah, I never use my card. I got fucking $1,800 on it. I go like, why and how? Like, how the fuck do you make and save $3,000 a month with a $4,000 job, living in a low-end apartment, and getting food stamp money? It doesn't make any fucking sense. I feel like I've seen people report on people who have been deceased and collecting food stamps on someone who's dead. Just like the fucking, you know, our election. We got dead people voting. How the fuck does that? Like, that one really gets me. It's like, how did the Social Security Administration not check that the person's dead when they go to vote? Wouldn't it be really easy for the Social Security Administration to look up a death receipt or a death certificate to confirm they're dead before entering the ballot? How fucking easy would that have been for our election instead of we hearing all this shit? And then you look at fucking swanky Twitter, you know, Democrat-run fucking Twitter that can suck my left and right nut, that, you know, fucking want to go to Trump's tweets every fucking time it's tagged, this vote is disputed for fraud election is false. This election is not rigged at all. We're a bunch of faggots. It's in a highlight clickable link. And I laugh at it. It's just fucking stupid. But cryptocurrency is, you know, it's just another currency. It's like Vimo or fucking PayPal, eBay Coin, fucking, I know people that pay other people using fucking Steam accounts and Steam wallets. Wrap your head around that one. Could you imagine doing a transaction and somebody puts $200 on a Steam account and just gives them the Steam account as a form of payment for $400 or something, or $300? It doesn't make any sense. Because, again, people could play the video games and make Steam money. You could fucking sell CSGO skins for 10 cents a piece. Or unlock things or whatnot and farm that game all day. Every day for the rest of your life. And I don't think that's worth a dime. But to some, it's worth something. Oh, even more realistic, okay? Snip, have you ever heard of RuneScape Venezuelans?
No.
You never heard of RuneScape Venezuelans?
No.
So, originally, fucking, in Venezuela, we had people playing RuneScape old school, and they were farming fucking green dragons for money. They were bot farming sometimes, or sometimes they would manually farm, and what they would do is they would gold sell, because their economy in the U.S., in their country, is so bad that it's unsurvivable, and they make more money selling RuneScape gold than they would in an actual full-time job. I'm not even laughing. It's serious.
That's funny.
But, you know, then again, years down the line, I don't know if you've heard as of late, the fucking old-school RuneScape fucking duel arena gambling is fucking insane. There are gambling groups that are making, realistically, over $1 million a year. I'm not kidding. They're making 6 figures. Easy, 7 figures as a group. And, you know, the Jagex mods, the developers know of this. And it's still going on. And they don't cheat the RNG. They don't just cheat it. They know how to fucking do the combat in the duel arena to an extent to abuse first hits. So that they're guaranteed to win. So it's fucking rigged RNG. You know whenever I go to play a Mario Party match for 4 with you and I fucking time my rolls? Imagine that, but it's like fucking 10 times worse. And they're dead accurate every time. And max hit and just fucking wipe the floor with you. It's bad. And there's people that bet their whole fucking house. There are people that have sold all the food out of their fridge, the fucking paintings on their walls. They've sold their own fucking hair. I know a guy that I seen streaming once who had hair about down to here. He cut his hair off, sold it to a black market website for, virgin hair to be turned into whatever, to be turned into a wig for someone who's bald. Sold his hair for $200-300 US to then convert that into RS gold to gamble with, and then lost that too. He sold his fucking hair. That's how bad our economy is. That we got people in the United States who stream video games are gonna cut their fucking hair off, sell it to a website for some fucking RuneScape gold, and then lose it all. You're better off buying fucking scratch-offs. And as you know from watching Mr. Beast, who bought like $1 million in scratch-offs, which I don't like the guy anyway. Scratch-offs are a ripoff. Those are highly rigged. The odds of you winning scratch-off in a high amount's pretty low. But it's just that. But then again, advertising like, oh, win the $1,000 a month for the rest of your life, it's pretty damn good. Especially for those who deserve it, work hard, and should fucking get it. But unfortunately, you got all these crazed yuppies on disability with false disabilities collecting money, even now for many years, and they get away with it because the system doesn't want to take care of fucking people that don't want to work. So what ends up happening is when they don't give the money to these people, they will board. They will huddle around in tents in front of these federal buildings, like the Social Security buildings. And I fucking seen it in Pennsylvania. When I was in Pennsylvania in 2017, I went with my wife to take her mother up to a federal office, the Social Security Administration office. And there's armed FBI right out front. And there's just tens of people in the parking lot spanning miles, like whole street lanes. It's scary. Just intense just sitting out front right now. And it's probably worse now. But honestly, it's those people that need to get the fuck off their ass and find a career. Find someone to follow and stop sucking up basically what as I would call it, the recess economy. The recess being when an actual hard-working person loses their job, somebody like myself, and they can't go out on actual unemployment because it's not enough, that they have to get a contract of a one big solid payment just to get by. I know one of my mods had to do that. I'm not going to go into the details of that one, but he got a few $100,000, but now he has no job. And he liked his job. So what does that tell you when our economy gets that fucked up? We got people that abuse that.
Oh, I gotta take a massive shit.
Hot Sauce Maker above, and Snipman copied and pasted my post. You wanted to know about that, but I don't think you ever saw it scroll up. Hot Sauce Maker comes with spices like cayenne, Jamaican pepper, hot chili peppers, and also comes with gloves, funnels, and jars in the shape of skulls. Okay, the jars are pretty cool. I have cayenne, actually, growing in my basement somewhere. In the other room. Under sunlight. I had it out in the summer. It's still growing. I just let the plant grow. I don't have any of the other peppers. I want to grow ghost peppers one day. Like actual Carolina Reaper fucking peppers. I just want to grow them. I want to make like a mutated pepper that's like a fucking super pepper. It's just like you could use it to almost kill someone. Like the gas. Like it's some pepper that is just so dangerous, and I want to like break it down to be edible. Safely edible for taste. And I kind of want to see how that goes, because You notice, if you were to ever take out the fucking spice in certain peppers, some of the peppers are actually okay. Black grilled cayenne peppers. Like, burnt black. Don't taste that bad. I eat them with cheesesteak all the time. They're pretty damn good when you grill them black. But you gotta grill them outside, not in your house. Otherwise, you're gonna gas yourself. And it's pretty bad. Don't do that. Just don't. Make sure if you're doing that, you're grilling them outside on a fucking flat stovetop. Because you will melt your fucking eyes. Make sure you walk away, too. Just don't do exactly as I said, because it's a bad idea. But I want to one day do that with some homemade peppers and see what kind of thing I can come up with. Because people are constantly making new fucking peppers all the time. No one's ever heard of a fucking ghost pepper until, like, I don't know, 2012. So what happened all those years beforehand? No one just ever discovered it yet? It's like discovering pizza for the first time, you know? There's always going to be some weird experiment out there that nobody knows about, and that's just one of them. It's 9:30 now. I'll let my stream go for another 4 minutes. I said screen. Ignore me. I'm ranting, but I wanted to close on me just saying Merry Christmas, if I didn't say it already. You know, Vis La Vida, you know, Detroit Become Human is going to be the game I play. It's got good reviews. I don't know much about the story, but apparently this takes place in 2038. So this is before cyberpunk time, technically. And I don't know. I guess it's like... What the fuck is that? I don't even know if it's a show. It's like Noir? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. They referenced it in Final Fantasy XIV, the one dungeon raid with the puppet bunker. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's got like a chick with white hair and a black face mask over her eyes. She's like some kind of cyborg robot. But, gonna drink my bourbon cream. Good shit. Okay. You know, just trying to enjoy the rest of my night of Christmas. You know, I've survived COVID. I'm surviving a hernia. I'm surviving, basically acid that has gone through my stomach and intestines and melted them. What else have I survived in my lifetime? Oh, bullshit out the ass. I think at this point nothing's going to kill me anymore. As a kid, I got West Nile virus in my right leg, and I survived that too. I think the only thing that I wouldn't survive is probably a Black Widow bite at this point, or a bullet to the head. Whichever one comes first. Which, Jersey's well known for Black Widows under our decks and houses, but I've yet to see one, so hopefully it stays like that. We get these weird, I call them spigots. They're like spider crickets. They hop around. They're camel crickets, essentially, and they're awful. I don't know if anyone else has got them, but they're fucking terrible. Snip, have you ever seen a camel cricket? Snip. Oh, he disappeared. He'll be back, though. Oh, what is this? I think my wife just bid on a fucking tank model, which is what she wanted, so. The way I do Christmas with my wife, I'll buy her gifts, and then I give her a $500 spending limit to go out on eBay and buy whatever the fuck she wants. It's a good way to do it. Let women have fun with their money and buy the crap that they want until they get bored. And then you take the majority of it back and gonna do something profitable with it. Like, oh, I don't know, buy stock and then go on a vacation. The place I'm going on vacation that I picked out, since I'm doing this special right now, I wanted to go to the Skyline Towers in Canada by Niagara Falls. I wanted to go up there, but right now they're temporarily closed, and I think it's due to COVID. I'm not sure, but they're under red alert status. So Aaron, you're probably the only one I would know about COVID in Canada with the red alert, whatever the fuck they're calling it. I don't know if that's a bad thing, if there's travel restrictions or what, but I'm hoping after these vaccines are distributed a little bit better and they improve it, because the Moderna vaccine has been reported that if you have face fillings, it's causing inflammation and burning and pain. So, if you got any implants in your face, don't do the fucking vaccine. Because apparently it'll hurt like hell.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just think it's bullshit that we're only getting $600. But Trump is wanting $2,000. I think that's the right move. That definitely sounds like a Biden bill. Otherwise, Trump wouldn't have opposed it. Fake news can swing whatever bullshit they want. I'm gonna, keep it realistic and just say that as much as I didn't like Trump at the start, I thought, oh, we're fucked anyway. We're gonna have a rich guy in office. And then after a while, I'm like, well, he's a rich guy. Obviously, he knows how to do business, so we're good. He's gonna give us fucking $2,000. Let's be realistic to every American. Honestly, you should give the money only to people who have worked for more than 6 months this year during the pandemic, who've been active and giving a shit to the community, the essential worker who still gives a fuck, and not give it to the people that have, that owe it the courts in the United States, any court, doesn't matter, criminal background, a record within the last year, and among a few other requirements that meet and hoops to jump through. Because you're going to give this money to these criminals. You're giving money to criminals in jails who either A, are dead, or B, shouldn't be getting it all because they killed 3 kids or a whole family. Or, I'm not saying hit and run accident. I'm saying gone in, broken into someone's house with a gun and fucking killed them all. And they're getting money. So what,
Are those type of harsh criminals really getting money, though?
Yeah. They got the last stimulus check. They'll probably get it again. While in
That
jail.
doesn't make any sense.
I know. And they're letting the criminals out because they have COVID. So let me ask this one question before I end the stream. Okay? If the fucking jails are locked up and we're not going in there, no one's really leaving, and there's the right protocol, why the fuck are we releasing them? If the jails don't have any bacteria from outside, other than a person walking in to give them food from the jail, or they're going into a lunchroom, why are we letting them out? Or not taking care of it in these jails? Is there no protocol for health issues? If somebody has COVID and you're in jail, they should be taken out of the fucking jail and just taken to the hospital. Not fucking release everyone because of one person might have it. And that's a big might. That doesn't just mean, okay, there's COVID out. Every other township, all the other jails are, throwing all their convicts out. We're just going to throw ours out without warning. Let's get them out of here. Empty the jails, let the police sit there, do nothing, and run amok because they're not getting paid anymore. And now the cops realize they can't fucking bully anyone anymore because they lost their power and money. I think that last part's really funny. Corrupt cops are very common. Our economy getting fucked with by the Democrat Party, very common. And it seems like only half of the Republicans have an idea of what the economy is in need of. Otherwise, we are going to be going into another fucking repression. And this might be like the first world depression that we're going to go through in a very long time if we can't get back on our feet the right way, in the US at least. I don't know about the other countries. Many of the other countries might be fucked as it is. I know Italy's fucked right now. That's all I know. But I will be playing this tomorrow. I'm going to try to find the mic and headphones for this. I'm going to go play this. This was my episode 17 pandemic special. God, the fucking... Whew, that bourbon's hitting me pretty good. Some good shit. But I'm going to be heading out to play this. I'm going to try it for like 10 minutes and then shut it off, reset my save, and then play it on stream just to try it out. That's what I do with most games. I'll try them for like 10 minutes and I'll play them later, all the way through. I just wanted to see how it plays out, how it operates. But yeah, I'm very interested and happy that she got me this game. So, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy go fuck yourself, Happy whatever, Happy no bullshit, you know, Happy meme-miss. Snip, did I miss one?
Merry Cuntsmas.
I was gonna say Merry Sex Tape, but you missed the opportunity.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that sex tape, man. That's all I wanted.
There's never a sex tape. I think
Bullshit, bro.
I think the next meme that I make, right here, on my door, I'm gonna make a fake sex tape thing. It's just a fake VHS tape. It just says Maris' sex tape written on it in like fucking duct tape or something. It's just really like Scotch tape, which is bad, you know. But that'll be it. Again, Merry Christmas. I will do a thing for New Year's. Hopefully, we all get that $2,000 check, because I feel like certain people do need it. And I'm saying again, certain people, much like fucking food stamps, needs to go to certain people in the right amounts, even before COVID. And we need to get rid of these corrupt judges and cops. You know, fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Could you only imagine me as president? I'd probably do fucking amazing. Honest to God, alright? The best way to get into office as a president is to have a lot of money and then just say, on fucking camera, at a fucking, you know, a conference, a press, when you're at a speech, you know, the big gatherings, and you go, I'm going to legalize weed. 50% of your votes will be there. 50% of America will vote for you. Over 50%. I shit you not, because that's the point that we're at. How about this? I will consider legalizing weed and fucking decreasing the tax on alcohol. Everyone will vote for me.
Yeah.
But then I gotta remember the consequences of that, because then you got people who are gonna drunk drive. Honestly, what I would do is I would change the driver's ed education too. I feel like for when you go to do your written tests for driving, there's a lot of alcohol related questions, and people who don't drink responsibly, or you know, the people who don't drink at all, aren't gonna fucking know those questions because they don't drink. What I would do is at the beginning of every state test all across America, I would put, do you drink alcohol? And if they say yes or no, depending on what they pick, they get a different set of answers and questions. If they had a previous,
They could just lie and say no and have an easier time.
You'll be checked for a DUI, or you know, something. You'll have to be checked thoroughly before your test or whatever, in your criminal background check, whenever you go to do your test through your ID. I feel like that would be more than fair, because then we can figure out who's been drinking and getting into trouble. Let's say you get into a domestic dispute and it involved alcohol, and you beat the crap out of somebody. It's on your criminal record. They'll fucking they'll put alcohol questions on your test. I would see that as being fair, because you're gonna be an idiot, drive angry, drunk, and get into an accident. The weed thing, I would still just keep it indoors, recreational. Do not go outside. Don't fucking, not be like Woodstock and go outside and fucking lay down in the middle of the street, fucking staring up at the sun with like a crack pipe in your hand. You know, I wouldn't let shit go that bad. But like, if you get more than half of America voting for you, obviously you're gonna win the fucking election. So, you know, imagine if I ran.
Yeah, go ahead.
Maris for president 2030. Or when's the next election? It's 2028. It's 2032. Okay. Say I run for a presidency in 2032, right? Best president ever. You know, I will legalize memes. I will ban music companies for making a profit. I would control YouTube, and I would throw Susan, the CEO of YouTube, out of the country. She would be
Well, I'm
barred
down
from...
for that.
I would bar her from the U.S. and I would send her ass with a one-way ticket to India.
I'm down for that.
Immediate country improvements. Immediate. And again, I'm just rambling drunk now. The fucking bourbon's getting to me. Obviously, none of that's ever gonna happen. Good night, everyone. Merry Christmas. Ignore my drunk ramblings. I'm gonna keep drinking bourbon. Good night.
Top 10 N-words. Honorable mention.
No!